Okay guys, so just a quick tip for those who want to go into Worlds and be as fast and as sharp as possible on stage. You must understand that motor learning and motor skills are the most important thing. So your brain will always remember the last thing you've done in class, okay? And so if we're finishing on failure, your brain is going to remember and learn sloppy technique. Okay, motor skills is like learning a new skill. As a beginner, you learn how to dance, but also as a dancer who already knows how to dance, motor skills are important because you're actually perfecting that dance skill itself. So the actual accuracy, speed, and sharpness and execution of those steps, okay? Now, coming into Worlds, what we generally see is a ramp up in volume. So people will start doing more classes, longer classes, extra days. And with this increase in volume means there has to be a decrease in intensity. So speed will always suffer the more and longer we do something for. Okay, so the problem that we have here is that if we're working on fitness in class, we're going to start increasing the length of the dance. Okay, so we may be doing 3 dances back to back, 4, 5, 6, 8. I've heard of people do 8, 10. Now, what happens there is for sure you're going to be working on your fitness, but what you're actually including there is poor motor skills. So you're teaching your body to learn and adapt to sloppy technique. Okay, you're going to be in conserve mode when you're going through 8 dances back to back, as opposed to if I give you 1, you can actually be in release mode. So you can give that everything. If I give you 8 dances back to back to do, you're going to automatically be in conserve mode. So you start slowing things down in the mindset that you need to last for longer. And this process will start using different motor skills, okay, because your technique will be at full range and you will be recruiting different muscle fibers. So an 800-meter runner is going to recruit more slow twitch muscle fibers than what a sprinter would. And so if we're asking you to do 8 or 10 dances back to back, it's going to be recruiting slower twitch muscle fibers than what one dance on stage would be. So it's really important that your training replicates competition conditions in those final weeks. Now, the reason why it generally doesn't is because a lot of people are scarpering to get fitness up very quickly, okay, because they've left it too late. You must understand that when you're working on stamina, this will always take away from your speed. And when you're trying to get faster, it will always take away from your stamina because they're two completely different qualities. Now, this is why we always recommend that you work on your stamina further out because that will stay with you. So once that box is ticked and you've got your fitness, it's now time to actually work on the execution of the dance, the speed and the sharpness and the power of those individual movements, because we're now replicating competition conditions. We can also have a look at working on fitness around or outside of class or different aspects in your class, but you must understand and respect the fact that your dancing must finish with perfect technique because your brain will always remember the last thing that you do, and you want to be taking that into your next class and obviously across into the Worlds. So always be focused on your speed and your sharpness. Understand that once you go past failure, you will start to gradually degrade your form and your body will start to learn new ways of recruiting different motor skills to get you through that endurance aspect of it. And also understand that you probably are better dividing down that enormous amount of volume. If I take a dance or I take 2 dances and we divide it down into half a dance each and put a recovery in between, you can actually now execute that with perfect form. Because what you must understand is that on stage at Worlds, the top 20, 30 guys, they all already know how to dance. It's not the ability to dance or not, it's the ability to how powerfully and sharp and accurate and your execution is of those dance movements themselves. So then I would ask you, currently, are you working on the execution of your dance movements or are you working on dance fitness? Because they're two completely different things, okay? I can get someone to last for 90 seconds on stage and not drop off, but their execution might not be very good, or their execution might be perfect. They just don't know how to maintain that top speed for long enough. So you must always be considering those two things. Right now, you should be working on your execution because you should have already worked on the fitness and the ability to last for that long period of time. But if you're not, ask yourself, what is it? What is your goal when you're going into training and also in your fitness sessions outside of class? Are you working on execution? In which case you must make sure that you're not finishing on sloppy form. Or are you working on your ability to last for longer? At which case you might be better choosing a different type of exercise so that you're not degrading your form this late on in the year. I hope that helps. If anyone has any questions, again, just let us know.